So you guys really seem to enjoy the last episode, so we'll be starting episode 2 now. With all the nice comments, thank you guys for enjoying the series so well. So let's continue. In this episode, I want to be able to get up to at least Dewford City and actually be able to catch a few more synchronized roads, hopefully, so we can actually, start getting some synchronized Pokemon. The other thing I want to start working on is as well getting some more egg moves Pokemon, so let's see how much we can get in this episode. And yeah, we're gonna be moving Tailo into our party because I need a Tailo to actually be able to do anything, to actually be able to take on, like, at least a second gym leader and any grass type Pokemon, especially May, just so we don't get, like, completely, absolutely destroyed. Okay, this route doesn't have synchronized, but I am gonna KO it to increase my search level a little bit more. So here's our first time encountering a Slockoff, and more than likely I'm going to be capturing one of these things just because I'm going to need one for Vigoroth or Slocking later on if I ever want to make myself, a competitive, maybe Trick Room, Team, Slocking. That'd be kind of nice to have, actually. And here's an Ether, which later on, once we get O-Powers, this won't be useful anymore, but for now. And here we go, we're getting the TM49 Echoed Voice. Let's pick up some more berries as well, so we can actually build up our berry farm. And actually, we'll be able to go inside the house in a second and pick up some more stuff. And this is one of the girls that later on will be giving us a lot of money. Her name is Lady Cindy. She'll be one of the grinding spots later on whenever we need to come back for money. And now in the berry shop, I believe we have to talk to one of these girls, and they will give us the Wilmer Pail, which will actually help us get more berries later on. I think it's this girl over here, actually. Talk to you, will you give me the Wilmer Pail. Yes, now we can start making our berries grow a lot more quicker. Water my first couple of berries. Of course, Effect Spore puts me to sleep. Of course, another Effect Spore. No, May, I don't want to see you. And now we claim our first ever HM, which is Cut. Oh, don't worry, I'm gonna HMO1 you little... And here comes the Float Stone. What is that? An item to be held by a Pokemon. This very light stone reduces the weight of the Pokemon when held. That may be useful in battles. Maybe. We'll see. And here we go, the Quick Claw. Zinc. Yes, we can sell that for some money. Oh, and the move False Swipe. Now, this is going to be helpful because later on, when we need False Swipe, we'll actually be able to capture some Pokemon. Well, I mean, when we have to capture some Pokemon, we'll be able to just get them down to 1 HP and then catch them very quickly with... Okay, I think it's time for shopping trip number 3. Let's see, we do not need the Zing, so I'm going to sell the Zing. That should give us a lot of money. That gave us a lot of money. And I don't really need anything for the gym battle, but I will need a bunch of Pokeballs. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to buy a bunch of Pokeballs, get those extra Premier Balls, stack them up. Okay. So I'm going to be treating here my Slockoff for this kid's Makuhita because even though I can catch a Makuhita later on, since I can already Dex Snap for a Slockoff, this will be easier to get. Just in case you were wondering, is this NPC right here. And here is my first time facing off against a gym leader. We should get a March Stop by the end of this battle, so let's look forward to that. Look at it as it stares into your soul. And we're getting the TM Rock Tomb as well as our first gym badge. Ooh, a Whismur. This is our first time encountering a Whismur. So Skilly, please don't interrupt me, trainer. Thank you very much. And now we're gonna encounter our very first Skilly. Is that a normal Skilly? Yes, a normal Skilly. So many berries, so little time. The more berries we farm, the more we rhyme. They've stolen me, Pico, and I don't know what to do. Don't worry, sir. I'll rescue your Pico. Don't worry, Pico, it's going to be alright, Pico. Oh, and this should be a Shroomish. Let's not scare it away. My first time ever encountering a Shroomish, finally. I went through the forest like 5 times, but I couldn't find a single one. And this little girl's gonna give me the Miracle Seed, and I don't know if I'll ever use that, but it could come in handy. It's time to reclaim that Slockoff I traded over for the Makuhita. Well, I need the Makuhita later on anyways. Plus, I don't really want to do too much for Makuhita. So let's get our Slockoff. Oh, and our berries grew over here. Oh, and 4 berries. Yes, that's a nice amount of berries. Get all the berries. And this road has synchronized. So let's hope it's a synchronized that we don't already have. We already have synchronized for Hasty. But let's just check it out. It's a sassy nature. I'm pretty sure that increases something, decreases something, so I'll keep it just in case. And let's check our Zigzagoons. Zigzagoon's carrying a King's Rock. This one's carrying an Ultra Ball. This one hasn't picked up anything, and this is a super potion. Ooh, King's Raw. To Dewford we go! Okay, we're going to be getting here the old rod, which is going to help us for chain fishing. You know, actually, chain fishing actually gets you a nice couple of IVs in the future. I think if you get up to a chain of 60, you should be able to get a good 3 IVs. So that'll be helpful in the future. And also right here, we're going to get ourselves a normal scarf, a silk scarf. I say normal scarf because it races more normal type moves. But silk scarf will be actually very useful. If not in the playthrough, it might be useful in competitive. Who knows? And a protein here. Now, this protein is actually going to help us because we're going to be able to sell it for some more money. And also, I'm going to fight these fishermen around here so I can get some more XP. And after fighting a couple of swimmers and pretty much the whole gym leader as well, all the trainers in here, we are able to challenge Brawly. We are going to get our second gym badge in this episode. Wow, 2 gym badges in 1 episode. Oh, maybe we can shoot for 3. Well, I don't know. That'd be quite a journeys away. We do have to get a few more egg move Pokemon though, and I do kind of want to dex snap a bit more for the synchronized roads. But first of all, let's destroy Brawly with my level 18 Taillow that knows no mercy. And we're getting the TM bulk up as well, man. Getting all these TMs is nice. You know, I forgot that you could buy fresh water here. I'll probably end up buying a few of these just to, you know, have for the journey, because I don't want to spend too much money on super potions. And they heal about the same much as a super potion, so yeah. Oh, and we're getting the TM Flash. This will help us light up the caves. There's one down below here, and I think there's a couple more in the future that I need to light up. Oh, an Abra, the most vicious, cruelest, spiteful little thing I've ever seen in my life. Let's see if we can capture it inside of a Great Ball. Can we get it in the very first swoop? 1, 2, 3, hope? Yes! We have caught an Abra. Wow, actually, that might be a synchronized Abra as well, so we gotta check that out in a little bit. And here we go, we're attaining the Steelwing from Steven, who is so intrigued by these ancient ruins. Sadly, this Abra is an inner focus ability, but that's alright. It is an impish nature, but that's fine. We're just going to probably end up using this Abra for Kadabras later on in the future so we can GTS some stuff. And let's see, my Zigzagoon is carrying a repel. Well, it looks like we're going to be able to actually make it to Slateport City, at least in this episode as well. So, let's get as much done as possible. And I believe this is a minimum or plus. I'm not too sure what this is. We're gonna see what this is in a second. It is a Minimum. So yeah, let's capture that Pokemon. Oh, and here comes an Oddish. Now, Oddish could actually be very useful, because we can actually use this Oddish for Sweet Scent. I do believe it does have Sweet Scent even at this level, so we can already start using Sweet Scent as soon as we capture this Oddish. And here we go. This is going to be my very first time doing a horde encounter in here. Let's see if we get lucky enough to find something. I'm hoping to get a Magnemite or maybe the Plus Soul inside of the Minimum Horde. Okay, so Magnemites, that's cool, that's cool. Here's an Electric, and Electric can actually evolve into quite a powerful competitive Pokemon. And Electric is going to be very good later on. Now, I was actually realizing that one of the hardest thing of this whole series is going to be like trying to breed Pokemon with hidden powers. Like hidden power Pokemon are going to be so hard to get. It's going to be one of our longest things to get, but we'll try our best to get them as well. And finally, I was looking for this thing for a little while. We're getting a Gopin. Now, I'm not sure if this Gopin is going to be the one with Sticky Hold, but I do want to get a Sticky Hold Gopin just to be able to chain fish for a Magikarp and a Tentacle so I can register them in my Pokédex at the very least. Oh, here comes the poison gas. It's going to hurt a bit, but that's alright. As long as it's the Sticky Hold, everything should be... Oh god, poor Jolly Rancher. And this is a Sticky Hold Gopin. Hold it in Overberry. So I'm going to actually put that in my party. Take away Oddish just to give myself the ability to go chain fish Magikarp Tentacle. And I'll be right back with those two as well. The thing people don't know about too much is the fact that Gopin, or the ability Sticky Hold, it pretty much does the exact same as Suction Cups. Which really is weird, because I would assume that a lot of people would know that Sticky Hold did the exact same thing as Suction Cups. But I guess not a lot know that. But I guess that's fine. You guys now know if you didn't before. And here we go, a tentacle. Oh, I was hoping that this would come a little bit quicker. I was observing that we might accidentally get a shiny this early on. I mean, I wouldn't have minded it. I could have used it throughout my playthrough. And that, guys, will be the end of this episode. I know it was rather short, only 10 minutes, and I know you've been waiting like at least 3 or 4 days for this episode. But these clips do take a while to record, and I do not have as much time in most cases. I did get some time over the weekend to record a good 45 minutes each night and be able to edit those clips. Although, even though the edited clips turn out to be only maybe 3 or 4 minutes, it's just because I'm cutting out a lot in this series. That's what makes it really, really difficult to record. But nonetheless, guys, that was legitness. Stay good, stay safe, hit that like button. We'll see you in the next episode. And the question of the day is, what was your first starter in every generation? Mine were Charmander Gen 1, it was Cyndaquil Gen 2, Mudkip Gen 3, Gen 4 I picked Chimchar, Gen 5 I picked Snivy, and Gen 6 I picked Fennekin. So tell me, guys, what were your first starters in every generation if you played every generation?